Good morning from Las Vegas. Welcome to the WagerTalk Opening Line Report, Morning Moves Report, whatever you want to call it. We're breaking down what's going on in Vegas right now when it comes to the early moves. Where's the sharp money flowing? Why is it flowing in that direction? Stay tuned. The next 8-10 minutes, we'll see if we can figure that out for a Wednesday, May 8th. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com. And let's start in the association. One game tonight. And of course, the NBA schedule is going to be winding down now. 1 or 2 games per day the rest of the way for the NBA. Tonight, it's Pacers and Knicks. And we have seen Indiana money in this ballgame. Opened in the range of 5 to 6. Market's sitting at 4.5 right now. So there has been a fair bit of Pacers money. A little bit of over money as well. This total opened anywhere 220, 218.5. I'm seeing 220 as the number. But really, when I say a little bit, I mean the markets haven't done a lot with this total. It's balanced action at the current market price in that 220, 220.5 range. The Pacers money is real. Total money. It's just, again, one book opens 218, one book opens 222. The markets meet in the middle. That's much more of what we've seen with the total for Knicks Pacers in comparison to the side where there's been a clear market move towards Indiana. For Thursday, I'm seeing the Thunder -5, 218.5 against Dallas. There were some 4s, 4.5s at the open. They were gone pretty quick. The Thunder, pretty much 5 across the board right now. Total hasn't done a whole lot in that ballgame. Open 218.5, sitting 218.5 for game 2. See if Dallas can bounce back from pretty ugly loss in game number 1. Part of my crappy night last night. I did not do well. I'll talk about it on Wager Talk today. You're a Sports Central for gamblers each and every weekday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. But yeah, I had a crap night last night. And it's my fault. It's always my fault. But, last night I got caught on bad baseball teams. We'll talk about that. One thing you don't want to do is try to make money with the bottom feeders. And unfortunately, that's where I was at yesterday. When it comes to Celtics Cavs, Boston 13.5 to 13.5 against Cleveland for game number 2. Now, note, Pacers Knicks, all right, zigzag going. Indiana money. Cavs Celtics, no zigzag going. Dominant in game 1, and the market expecting more of the same in game number 2. We look at Denver and Minnesota for Friday. 4.5. That's really what we were talking about for Minnesota yesterday. There were some 4s out there. Total 204.5. That game hasn't moved a whole lot just yet. Good for Denver to get the extra time off with Jamal Murray ailing. They'll need him to be closer to 100% than he was if they're going to win that game. Just like the Pacers with Halliburton. The more time off they get, the better. That being said, it's the Knicks who've been playing the major minutes throughout the postseason, so that kind of balances itself out. So that's what we're looking at in terms of the NBA marketplace. What's happening here on a Wednesday morning. We'll look at the series prices right now. The T-Wolves -$7, even -750. You can get 5-1 on the Nuggets if you think they can win 4 of the next 5. I'm not making that bet, but there's dumber bets to make. I'll leave it at that. Knicks -350, -370 after winning game 1 against Indiana. In my mind, that's a little bit of a market overreaction. I believe there's some value on the Pacers at the current price. Mavs Thunder, OKC -250 off the game 1 win. I think there's some value on Dallas at the plus. I'm seeing plus 210s out there for the Mavs right now. That, to me, an attractive number that we might look at throughout the course of the day. And, of course, the Celtics lay 80 to win $1. You can do it. There's dumber bets to make than asking Boston to win the series. Obviously, your ROI not going to be great on those type of wagers, and key injuries can hurt you. That being said, Celtics are winning this series, so you want to lay 80 to win $1, you can do it with Boston right now. What do you guys think? Give me your opinions. I love going to the comments every day. I've been doing it every single day on this show. And again, it's quick hitters. It's easy. It doesn't take me an hour to go through there and answer. And I'm replying to everything. So let me know what you guys think in the association tonight, tomorrow, this weekend. Who's going to win the title? I appreciate all the comments. We appreciate all the likes. We appreciate all the follows very, very much. More than 151,000 of you have subscribed to the Wager Talk YouTube channel. That's a number that blows me away. If you haven't done it, do it right now. And of course, I do want to let you know about a special offer, and it's a good offer. Yes, I crapped the bed last night. I had a shitty Tuesday. I've been running real good for the better part of the last 2 months, for the better part of the last 6 months. And I don't think last night is the end of it. You can get right now, great offer, buy a 7-day, it's called the Lucky 7-Eleven Special. 11 days of picks for the cost of 7. So it's basically about $9 a day, and you get every play every day for the next 11 days, 4 days free. It's a good deal. And I always don't buy a play, buy a package. You want to get on board, visit my page, wt.buzz/TC. You can use it for any of the cappers at WagerTalk.com, not just me. It's a good offer. Take advantage if you want to get on board. The MLB odds screen lighting up like a Christmas tree. What are we seeing? And again, with the baseball moves, sometimes they come in early, and I like to do the show right before 7 a.m. So boom, we get it on at 7 a.m., bright and early. We can see the first moves. But sometimes the markets swing back the other way. That's not unusual to see different groups betting against one another, or this group likes Team A at minus 120, and then it gets bet up to minus 130. The other group likes Team B at plus 120. That will happen. There will also be situations where there are head fakes. Not a lot of head fakes in this. Certainly not early in the morning in the MLB, but it can and does happen where, let's bet a bunch of stuff this way because we really want the other side. Watch the whole market move, and then the real moves come later in the day. Doesn't happen a lot in baseball. Most of this stuff is legitimate line moves where there are groups with strong opinions or with mathematical expectations for these ball games. So let's take a look at what we've seen in early betting action today. Big mover on the Padres Cubs total. 8.5. Now it's 7.5. So that tells you how the wind is blowing at Wrigley today. And of course, it's a pitching matchup between two guys who the markets respect. Certainly Dylan Cease is the guy the markets respect a whole lot. Again, looking at the Wager Talk live screen, Detroit, Cleveland under, and again, not unusual to see getaway day under money. We have seen some Detroit money against the Guardians, and that's another early start game, 1 o'clock Eastern time. But a little bit of Tigers money and legit under money in that ball game. There was one that really stood out. Houston, the Yankees. We've seen over money in that contest. I mean, you don't see a lot of over money when it comes to getaway day. Wednesday, Thursday, but this is a later start game. They play again tomorrow. They might play again tomorrow. I don't know if it's the finale of the series, so it's not getaway day. They do play again tomorrow. Not surprised then that we're seeing over money there for that one. And there was another over that really surprised me. Where the heck did that go? And it stood out like a sore thumb. Oh, yeah, the Angels and the Pirates. Early start game. Again, this one is a 12:30 Eastern time start. Getaway day. West Coast team, Eastern time zone, early start where you're always half asleep. The total opened 7.5, 8. There are 9s out there right now. So that's a clear wise guy support for this over. 8.5, the prevailing number, but I'm not sure that the 8.5 is going to be there much longer. Wager Talk live on screen saying this game attracting a lot of over attention. It's not necessarily what we expect to see. That being said, Soriano and Perez, 2 starters that the markets don't love, and 2 bullpens for these teams the markets don't love either. We've seen a whole lot of Phillies money this morning against Toronto. Toronto struggling right now. And we're seeing under money for Boston and Atlanta. 9 at the open, down to 8.5 as we speak. So there's some of the moves in MLB that we've seen. Again, first thing in the morning, see what's jumping, and see if some of this info can help make you some money today. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck with your wagers, and have a great day.